Good evening, I'm Brian Andrews. The parents of a 12-year-old boy who inhaled a brain-eating parasite while playing in some stagnant water near their Central Florida home have made a gut-wrenching decision this weekend. According to Zachary Reyna's father's Facebook page, they have decided to take the child off of life support so his organs can be harvested and relatives can have one last chance to say goodbye to the child who is at Miami Children's Hospital. A family friend has confirmed this report posted on Facebook to CBS 4 News. Family members say Zachary, who loved baseball, was infected while kneeboarding with friends in a ditch near his family's home in the town of La Belle back on August the 3rd. He was brought here to South Florida to Miami Children's to handle his treatment since this ailment was extremely unique. His father posted a statement on Facebook today saying at 1:54 there was a crack of a bat heard. Zach took it deep. My boy hit his home run, one that I'll never forget. I'm so proud of him. He left it all on the field, and I can't ask for anything more. Our other big story today coming to us out of Broward County, a death investigation, a chilling discovery made when a man finds his wife shot in their home. That woman was pronounced dead shortly after emergency crews made it out to the scene. We have a reporter there right now. Let's check in with CBS 4's Joan Murray for the very latest. Joan? Let's head upstate right now to a developing situation near Jacksonville tonight. Word of a shooting rampage when a fired employee of a trucking company showed up at his former place of business, killing his boss and another coworker. Sheriff's deputies say he shot two other former coworkers after that, both of whom are expected to survive. They say the shooter, identified as 72-year-old Hubert Allen, returned to his home where he then took his own life. A 12-year-old girl killed by a stray bullet that pierced the wall of her grandmother's home was laid to rest today. Family and friends gathered to celebrate the young life of Tequila Forche in Miami Gardens. Her funeral was held at the Cooper Temple Kojic Church. Police have not yet made an arrest in that shooting, which happened on August the 14th. There is a $30,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. Turning to sports now, it's Game 4 of the preseason for the Miami Dolphins, and this is the one fans and players have been looking forward to. The Fins take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and both teams are expected to have their starters play into the second half. CBS 4 sports anchor Kem Bokamper is live at Sun Life Stadium with a preview. Kem? Meantime, new security measures have taken effect at Sun Life Stadium to keep you safe. Our Maggie Newland is live at the stadium with how fans are reacting to the big plastic bags. Maggie? Welcome back. It's something that even as a kid you probably wanted to do all the time. Fight with food. Well, kids in Buñol, Spain celebrated the tradition in that town. It's called La Tomatina. That's when they get the signal and they start throwing tomatoes. It takes place on the last Wednesday of August every year. There is no significance to the tomato fight, just an opportunity for some good, messy fun of red stuff. They not only do it in Spain, but they also do it in Colombia. Right now, we'd like you to take a look at some video out of New Hampshire. You can see the head of a raccoon bobbing in the waters of the Franklin Pierce Lake. It appears to be out for a swim when a loon lets the raccoon know that it's not welcome. That bird begins circling around the raccoon and chases the animal right out of the water and up a tree. The raccoon eventually climbs down the tree and hightails it out of there because the loon is boss. The National Zoo in Washington welcomed a baby panda on Friday. It tweeted out, "We have a cub," shortly after the evening birth. Mom Mei Zhang had a number of failed pregnancies leading up to the big one. The zoo said it could hear the cub crying, and the mom immediately picked it up and started taking care of it like a mom should. The zoo has to do some tests to figure out who the father is. Mei Zhang was artificially inseminated by more than one male panda. So far, mom and cub seem to be doing just fine. We've got we've got this big story to tell you about really quick. I-95 starting late tonight at midnight. All northbound lanes will be closed between 2nd Street and 7th Street. This will be happening again from midnight to 5 a.m. One lane will be closed starting at 10, and then everything else will be shut down about 11 o'clock. The ramp from North Miami Avenue to I-95 for downtown dwellers, that will also be closed. Let's go ahead and check that game time forecast for Sun Life Stadium. A child who contracted a brain-eating parasite while playing in a ditch in southwest Florida has lost his fight for life at a Miami hospital. His parents made the very difficult decision today to harvest the young boy's organs so other young lives could be saved, since their son's life could not. CBS 4's Joan Murray joins us live from Miami Children's Hospital. Joan? A husband arrives home to find his wife shot inside their sprawling Miramar estate home. Police say it was the husband who called 911, saying that his wife was injured. First responders found her dead of a gunshot wound. Investigators are now questioning the husband.
We do believe he was involved in what occurred, but again, we need to determine exactly what it was that occurred.
As of late Saturday, police were waiting on a search warrant to enter the home to continue their investigation. As of right now, no charges have been filed in this case. A 12-year-old girl killed by a stray bullet shot through the wall of her grandmother's home was laid to rest today. Family and friends gathered to celebrate the young life of Tequila Forshee in Miami Gardens. Police have not yet made an arrest in the shooting that happened on August the 14th. There is a $30,000 reward for information in the case. New details tonight on a deadly shooting spree in northern Florida. Union County deputies near Jacksonville are trying to figure out what made a man kill his former boss and a co-worker. Deputies say 72-year-old Hubert Allen Jr., the step-grandfather of Buffalo Bills player C.J. Spiller, went on a shooting spree at the Pritchett Trunking Company this morning. He also wounded two of his former co-workers, both of whom are still hospitalized tonight. Allen then returned to his home where deputies say he took his own life. Game 4 of the Miami Dolphins preseason against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has come and gone. The team had their ups and downs tonight, and CBS 4 sports anchor Jim Berry is live at Sun Life Stadium to tell you how it went. Jim? Hollywood firefighters who helped put out the flames at a duplex this week were back in action today at the very same duplex, helping those residents whose lives were affected by the fire. They helped board up windows, clean up debris, and help residents move things out. The firefighters say they just wanted to help and were delighted to be doing so even off duty.
This is something that we want to do, whereas when we're on duty, it's something that we're trained to do. So, you know, we'd like to think that we help everybody out at whatever time. We're always on duty, basically.
The fire at 2115 Garfield Street has been called suspicious. The fire marshal has not yet ruled on the cause. Miami Gardens police are asking for your help to find this missing woman tonight. Sandra Louise Nix has been diagnosed with dementia. The 63-year-old was last seen today near 300 Northwest 7th Street wearing an orange and white shirt and jeans. Anyone with information is asked to call the Miami Gardens Police Department. Homestead Mayor Steve Bateman has been fired amid a state attorney's office investigation. This is a major development in an investigation you first saw here on CBS 4, along with our news partners at the Miami Herald. Bateman has not been fired from being mayor, but rather fired from a lucrative state job he had on the side. Our partners at the Herald report Bateman was canned from his $125 an hour job with Community Health of South Florida. That is a nonprofit that apparently needs favors from the city of Homestead. Several months ago, Bateman leveraged his elective office to secure a secret side job as a construction consultant for CHI.
You're making things up. You're making things up as you go.
Our own investigator, Jim DeFede, questioned Bateman on this relationship back in June. And because of reporting on this lucrative relationship between the mayor and the healthcare outfit, CHI has decided it would be best for Bateman to go. That relationship, as we told you, is now part of an ongoing probe by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office. CHI has not officially confirmed Bateman's firing. I have a dream. 4 powerful words that still ring strong today. It's been 50 years since Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous speech in Washington. The impact is still felt decades later as thousands marched on the National Mall to kick off celebrations for the anniversary of the March on Washington. Martin Luther King III and Reverend Al Sharpton led the march today, reminding everyone of the impact of I Have a Dream.
Those words of Martin Luther King Jr. were a clarion call to all people of goodwill to rise up together, to make this nation live out the true meaning of its creed, and to perfect within us a more perfect union.
Our first black president, Barack Obama, will commemorate the anniversary of the march on Wednesday, the exact date of the anniversary. And tomorrow morning at 10:30, CBS's Face the Nation will air a very special edition of the 50-year anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. Up next, going out late in Miami-Dade this Saturday night, a big stretch of I-95 is closing after midnight. We'll tell you exactly where. Also, 21 years ago today, a storm named Andrew turned life upside down in South Dade, nearly wiping Country Walk and parts of Homestead off the map. CBS 4 News Tonight continues with a live look at Interstate 95 in downtown Miami. Starting in less than an hour from now, all northbound lanes will be closed along the downtown corridor near Northwest 7th Street, which is the exit you take for Little Havana and for Brickell. The I will be shut down until 5 o'clock in the morning for road construction. Also, the on-ramp from downtown leading from North Miami Avenue onto Interstate 95 will also be closed. All right, our other big story. 21 years ago today, Hurricane Andrew slammed into South Florida, changing the face and mindset of our area forever. The hardest hit hurricane damage zone stretched from Country Walk in West Kendall down into Homestead in Florida City. Andrew killed 44 people, 19 of them directly, and the rest in storm-related accidents. The storm caused at least $30 billion in damage. After Hurricane Katrina, Andrew is the second costliest storm in U.S. history. Jeff Baradelli is here. Jeff, where were you when Andrew hit?
I was up in New York.
The Saturday Night News on CBS 4 has come to an end, but you can take us with you in the car tomorrow. Listen to our radio news partner, WIOD, at 610 and 100.3. More news Sunday morning starting at 8 a.m. I'm Brian Andrews. I'll see you back here tomorrow night for CBS 4 News beginning at 6:30.